My name is Graham Alabaster and I'm the Chief of Sanitation and Waste Management at UN Habitat. I'm based in Geneva, where I'm working with WHO on the health impacts of water and sanitation. For many years we've been struggling in the sanitation sector to look at the complete picture of sanitation and to understand the different parts of the sanitation chain, wastewater, fecal sludges, and the whole process of them being produced in households and then being collected in sewers and reused. So this is the first time that we've got a tool which can systematically be used by all sorts of people. It can be used by local authorities, by experts and engineers to look at this whole picture and to understand where the problem is in any particular given situation. So for many of us, although perhaps some of the ideas behind it are very obvious, its use in understanding the overall picture and use as an advocacy tool to show to policymakers how waste is generated and managed in the community is very useful. I've seen it been used in quite a few cities now. The experience has been used, but I think the first situation where I saw it used effectively was in Ghana, in Accra, where a large proportion of the fecal matter uses on-site sanitation systems, but they have communal sanitation facilities and fecal sludge management in Ghana, in particular in Accra, is a big problem. I mean, there's many linked environmental problems. So I think that was the first example where I saw that it was really useful, and it actually showed very well what the problems were and where the relative risks were in relation to sanitation. I think that the SFDs have a great future, and I think that particularly with the current Sustainable Development Goal monitoring, which we've been working on for Goal 6, I think there'll be a range of tools that will be developed depending on the country's resources and interest. We'll see a very simple tool which can be used at the outset to help scope out the problem, and in some countries where the management of excreta is somewhat more complex, there can be more in-depth tools available for use, and I think that's the beauty. The tool can be adapted to the local situation. The Sustainable Development Goal 6 is basically the standalone water goal, which was agreed by member states sometime last year. And we're very lucky to have a goal just for water, because initially water was spread over many different areas, but we do have this dedicated goal, Goal 6, and SFDs will make a great contribution to monitoring fecal sludge. I think that the SFD approach is very much positive. The idea of using the SFD approach is very positive, but I think many practitioners in countries still want a little more time to look at the concept in more detail and to understand all the implications. So I think the concept of SFD is very well understood and accepted, but there's probably a little bit more work to do in refining the tools and making them adapted and easily used by practitioners.